wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. Yeah, we Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us. We Ric Flairing on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flair, sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at. No cap if the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeant is with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
Everybody, it's your boy Scotty. Listen, happy Sunday. We in here for the Week 4 Bowler Awards. hey, listen, while you in here, go ahead and like the stream. Stop playing. Go ahead and like the stream. Do what you do, but watch my shoes, okay? The like police is upstairs. She is never too far from a commercial break. Now, listen, I got a special something. I got 160 people on here. If I get $100 in donations, I will do a sneak peek drop of the new soundtrack for the pregame show. Or the breakdown show. All right. We finished the track today. All right. We finished the track today for the breakdown. All right. I'm telling you, it's hot. It's hot like fire. If you don't want to wait for it on Wednesday, if you want to be a sneak, it's 174 people on here. If you want to hear the sneak peek of the new track, I need $100 donation. I need $100 if we can put it together. If everybody gives what, $2? I got 100 people. If everybody gives $5, $2, whatever, we can get a sneak peek today of the new track of the breakdown. Black Pilot said, start it up. Black Pilot said, start it up. I need $100. So I'm going to just let that go. All right. I'm going to just let that go at the end of the day. If it gets to it, it gets to it. If it don't, it don't. But that's my thing. I'm going to start it off. All right. $100. I will drop the sneak peek of the new The Breakdown track. I'm telling you right now, it's fire. It is absolutely fire. All right, let's get into the show. You already know what it is. Week 4 review. I'm gonna pick a few games that I'm gonna go out because I got the Monday show with the Afterglow. So we're gonna go into a deep dive of all the recaps. So I only picked a few games that I want to do, and then I'm gonna get to my Baller Awards and should have stayed at home awards. All right, should have stayed at home. All right, what we got right here? We got 10. I got $12. We got 5, 2, that equals 12. We at $12 right now. Babe, if you're on here, keep track of the prices. All right. We got another 10, right? That's 15, babe. Keep. I got 12 and 15. Okay, here we go. Who's counting? I got another one. Oh, it's coming in. They coming in like hotcakes. $100. You can hear the sneak peek. The sneak peek preview of the new track of The Breakdown. We're dropping it. You know what I'm saying? If we get to $100, I'll drop it today. If we don't, you got to wait till Wednesday. All right. That's 58. Appreciate you, Black Pilot. Appreciate you, Black Pilot. We $58 away for the track. All right. $58 away from the track. Does somebody cash that? Oh, they already said $58. Mr. Black Pilot was keeping track. Yeah, my bad. I thought he got Black Pilot. You keep track because Key, she working a lot of stuff right now. So she said keep track. She said she doing the likes. She on the likes. All right, she's on the likes. All right, so let's get into it. All right, let me know, Black Pilot. Let me know when we get to 100. As soon as we get to 100, I'll stop and I'll drop the track. All right, let's start off with listen. You see what I'm rocking today. You see where I got to show respect to. I got to show respect to them Braves. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Nash. He got me this shirt. He's an ALCORN alum. He got me this shirt. He said, Scotty, I like to see you in that purple and gold one time for the one time. So I thought this would be a perfect time to break it out. Now, let me be honest. When I'm watching, because I was watching this game, most of the game, I watched half of it. I'm flipping back and forth. North Carolina, South Carolina State. I'm kicking it with my man BJ. Me and BJ watching the game. You know what I'm saying? We flipping through channels, watching everything. And I kept telling BJ, I said, UAPB got talent. I said, UAPB has an immense amount of talent. Okay? Has an immense amount of talent. I mean, it's crazy. And while I'm watching the game, I'm talking about while I'm watching the game, I'm like, could this really be going on? Could this really happen? Could this really be going down that UAPB could pull off one of the biggest upsets of the year? And listen, right before I turned it off, right before I turned it off and I went to another game, it was a steal shot. If anybody was watching this game on HBCU Go, it was a steal shot of McNair like this. That's how he was. It was stoic. It was he was like, it had to be like 14-10 or 17-10, something like that. I don't know. But UAPB was winning, right? And it was just McNair on the sideline. He was just like, and I'm just like, no, you know you losing, right? My man, you know you losing, right? No expression, nothing. So it was 21-10. No expression, nothing. Just, I mean, stone cold ice. And and next thing I know, I turned it back on the fourth quarter. They dominated. They dominated 38-12. I'm like, it's just something. It's just something. It's just something about Coach McNair. It just don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense how he does what he does when he does it. Because I'm just like, wow, really wow, right? I mean, just watching them and how it just I was talking to Mr. Campbell earlier today, and I said, the one thing about ALCORN that I like is that they don't hold an L. They don't know what it is to hold an L. And listen, and this is what I want to talk. Like, a lot of teams, and if you've ever played in the sport, like a certain type of loss can really affect your season. Like a certain type of loss could really mess up your team chemistry or mess up how you, if I'm being honest, you're seeing it in A&M. A&M does not know how to lose, right? Not saying they've been the most winningest program, but they just don't know how to lose. They everything seems like it just rolls over to the next game. With ALCORN, they have a great way of not holding on to it. It's just like, if they win, they win. They move on. If they lose, they lose. They move. It just doesn't affect them. It just really doesn't. It's just like, yo, like, okay, next game. And the team just embodies the culture of like winning football. And to me, and I don't give a lot of SWAC coaches a lot of credit, and I don't, but I think credit has to be given where credit is due. And I think if you're looking for if anybody is looking for a coach at that group of 5 level that comes in and builds a program, it has to start with McNair. It has to start with McNair, and I'm not sitting him anywhere. I know he loves ALCORN. It is his alma mater. It's his brother's alma mater. Like, there is no ALCORN without the McNair name. So I'm not sending him anywhere. All I'm saying is that he's the type of individual that builds programs. He is what Damon Wilson is to Bowie State. To Morgan State. I think ALCORN McNair can be to a group of 5. Like, I think that's just how you process that thing. And if he ever did decide to move up, if he ever does decide to take another job, or if he ever does get offered another job, I think by all means he deserves it, because he's put the time in, he's put the work in. You've seen the results. It goes back and forth between it was Jay Hobson's team, and he ain't recruiting this and he ain't doing that. But it just people keep coming and going, and they just keep winning. People just keep coming and going, and it doesn't matter. Bama's just be winning. So you got to give full kudos to ALCORN and Coach McNair. Let me go back to UAPB, because I think, listen, ALCORN is ALCORN. They were supposed to win this game. But I think what a lot of people fail to realize is how talented UAPB really is. And I'm gonna give you a critique, and then I'm gonna give you a outlook. The critique is this: Skylar Perry should not be the starting quarterback of UAPB. You can call it how you want it. If you go back, if anybody from UAPB or fans or whatever, if you're a football fan, I dare you to go back and watch the Oklahoma State game versus UAPB and you go and you watch both of the quarterbacks that came in, and you go tell me which one you would start. You go tell me which one you would start, because me, I'm starting number 14, McLeod. I think his name is McLeod or McCain or something like that. Number 14, that boy is 6'5". He's either a junior or a sophomore. I think he's a sophomore. He's 6'5". He's a sophomore. McLeod. McLeod, whatever his name is. McCain. Yes. Jalen McCann. Thank you, Coach Green. This kid can sling it. He can throw it. Listen, I love this kid. I'm not saying Skylar Perry is bad. That's what I'm not saying. I think Skylar Perry is decent. I think Jalen is a better thrower of the football than Skylar Perry. Now, let me be to Skylar Perry's defense, them Bama's be dropping balls. No homo. Them wide receivers need to get their stuff together because they drop a lot of passes. They really do. And even the Oklahoma State game, they could have had a lot more points if Bama's weren't dropping balls. No homo. Okay? So, but Jalen, McMakin, whatever his name is, he should get an opportunity to start. Not against Southern, because you want to go with the guy you trust, which is Skylar Perry. All right? You go with the guy you trust against Southern, but that's probably going to be my game of the week is Southern versus UAPB. And I know you're like, oh my God, Scotty, how is UAPB? Because Southern can't lose that game. Because Southern bet not lose that game. So that is going to be my game of the week is UAPB versus Southern because they have talent. Now the coaching, I totally agree, is so-so because that boy Raekwon Prince. That boy Raekwon Prince and the running back Britton, them boys is different, okay? And then they got a receiver, number 7, who's from DMV. You're good with me. Number 7, he from Prince George's County. He is just as fast. So they have a lot of talent on that team. And I challenge Doc Gamble. They need to use Britton and Prince like peanut butter and jelly, baby. You gotta give Prince a lot more touches because he is that dynamic. He scored the touchdown against Oklahoma State. He scored the touchdown. I mean, it was a fade ball, caught it one-handed, stuck it against his helmet against Oklahoma State. He is a playmaker, okay? He is a freaking playmaker. So I challenge UAPB. I challenge that offensive coordinator. Get your stuff together. You have a lot of talent. You have a lot of talent on that team, and you need to get it right. You got to do it right, all right? If you're new to the channel, make sure you like the stream. I'm not going through all the games. I'm just going to pick a few games that I want to touch on. Remember, catch us on the Afterglow show, 8 o'clock Monday, all right? Me and Kofi going to break down all the games, all right? But I am excited about last game I'm going to pick. Rambling versus Bethune. Okay? Rambling versus Bethune. Okay? And if you don't know why it's called rambling, if you know, you know. Okay? If you know, you know. This has to be one of the biggest forms of atrocity I've ever heard in my life. Not heard, seen. This has to be one of the biggest atrocities in my life. Because how do you go scoreless against Bethune-Cookman? Scoreless in the second half? Bethune-Cookman is not all that. Let's just call a spade a spade. Bethune-Cookman is not all that. And I challenge anybody that, listen, man, I got to give G of GSPN, I got to give G a lot of credit. A lot of credit. I ragged on him so bad when they lost Cedric Thornton. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, mama body. Okay, mama body. I got you. Right after my point, I'm going to drop it. I see it. She said drop it. We ain't playing no more games. Drop it. I got you, mama body. All right. I gave G a lot of, listen. I gave G a lot of problems. I kept saying, you lost Cedric, you lost Cedric, you lost it. And G was just saying, we not worried. We not worried. We good. We good. We not worried. We good. And it is all coming to fruition. And it's all coming to fruition. I mean, you can see that it's like Cedric Thornton is way above his head. They can't stop the run to save their life. But I'm gonna give this. Grambling deserves a 1-year pass. I'll give them that. Okay. Am I upset? Am I a little shocked about how bad their run defense is? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. But I'm going to give them a pass for this year. I really am. I'm going to give them a pass. But Hugh Jackson, you have some issues that if you cannot get with the program of scoring points in the freaking SWAC, you go scoreless in the second half in the SWAC. Come on, man. This is bad, bro. This is absolutely bad. But all right, without further ado, because Mama Body and all the subscribers, shout out to Mama Body. Everybody needs to give Mama Body her credit. And Black Pilot popped it off. All right, and Mama Body ended it. So I need some thumbs up, Mama Body, and I need some thumbs up, Black Pilot. All right, I need some thumbs up, Mama Body. All right, I need some bodies in the chat. I need some bodies. I need to see some bodies. I need some heavy duty bodies in the chat. Do you hear me? All right, and I need some thumbs up for Black Pilot. He did his thing. He shot it out. He popped it off. All right, listen. This is the exclusive. Let me get my banner. This is the exclusive debut. This is the exclusive debut of the Breakdown new song. All right, this is the exclusive. You got to listen up. All right, ready? Let's get it.
Hbcu. Listen, brother Offscript, there is a word from the Lord. Listen, God has given you the anointing of pettiness. Brother, you've been getting on JSU's neck since you got here. I never knew you was going to do a show about the Dion disciples. But beyond that, brother, listen, keep bringing the smoke. Keep bringing the pettiness. Listen, the people want to hear you. They're going to hear you. And remember, God's going to bless you. Be blessed, brother.
Breakdown. I love too easy topic, don't take offense when I touch down. I got it to a T, not a QB sneak, but if your D look weak, I'ma rush now. The trick of the trade, we're trying to celebrate. Everybody want it done tastefully. They can't tackle me, they knowing it's the truth, but they still want to hear me say it tactfully.
H is for the heavy hits, how we handle his hypertension has to be clever. It's better if they just let him sit. Nah, this ain't a hobby. Hallelujahs hollow the halls. This is champions writing the hieroglyphs on the walls.
Everyone envisioning encrypted plays on the side. Know the end goal, the end zone, and enter in my eyes. Echoes from people, me, host, emos enchanted inside. Entanglements in the trenches, clear benches, enjoy the ride. Essentially, we eccentric, yet we also eclectic. Well respected, collected, and never look for no exit. No exceptions, it's expected. You took an L, so accept it. Can't water the squad down, every player electric.
That's shocking. I'm exercising every evident energy leading to victory. I call that energy winergy. When we play, it's like a symphony. Execution of an extra point to put me up for endorsement deals. I'm in the end zone now, my favorite place on the field. I see no equals, even odds fall when stacked against us. We crack them in the trenches, then we send them back to benches. Eternalize my endeavors, Canton enshrinement. Exit 107 on 77's where you'll find us.
Jay, bro, you snapped on that one, bro. That's cold. I salute you.
Man, right back at you to the backpack pole. We both did our thing. It's Joe Allende, by the way, yeah. Scotty, Mike Reed, yeah. D Breakdown,
Woo! Yo, that is the Breakdown's debut. Now tell me that ain't worth $100. Now tell me, I keep trying to tell y'all, hey, listen, If you think a bar is set, I'm setting it higher. Like DJ Khaled, another one, okay? If you think I'm here to play around with you, you're not ready. You're not ready, okay? That is the exclusive debut of the Breakdown new song. Me, my boy Mike Reed. I'm telling you, it is what it is. Listen, I try to tell y'all it's worth every penny. It's worth every penny. Listen, the two rappers you hear on that's my boy Backpack. You already know, with Backpack Poet, and my lovely lady, her cousin J.I.N.D. He's also on that track. I'm absolutely. Listen, you need an encore. You need an encore. Okay, you got to listen. You got to listen to it close. All right, you got to listen to it close. Mama Body. Since Mama Body shut it down with the $36, I'm gonna ask Mama Body. You want me to play it again, Mama Body? I want Mama Body to tell me, Mama Body, you want me to play it again? If Mama Body tells me she wants me to play it again, I got you. But you got to listen to the lyrics. You got to listen to the lyrics. You catch it's like a triple entendre in this joint. Okay? It's like a triple entendre in this joint. I'm waiting for Mama Body. Oh, Mama Body said, yeah, hit it again. We going back. Listen, it's the exclusive debut new song, New Cupid. Let me stop. Off the Offscript Productions, my boy Backpack Poet, Joe Allende, The Breakdown. Here we go.
Hasha. Listen, brother Offscript, there is a word from the Lord. Listen, God has given you the anointing of pettiness. Brother, you've been getting on JSU's neck since you got here. I never knew you was going to do a show about the Dion disciples. But beyond that, brother, listen, keep bringing the smoke. Keep bringing the pettiness. Listen, the people want to hear you. They're going to hear you. And remember, God's going to bless you. Be blessed, brother.
Breakdown. I love too easy topic, don't take offense when I touch down. I got it to a T, not a QB sneak, but if your D look weak, I'ma rush now. The trick of the trade, we're trying to celebrate. Everybody want it done tastefully. They can't tackle me, they knowing it's the truth, but they still want to hear me say it tactfully.
H is for the heavy hits, how we handle his hypertension has to be clever. It's better if they just let him sit. Nah, this ain't a hobby. Hallelujahs hollow the halls. This is champions writing the hieroglyphs on the walls.
Everyone envisioning encrypted plays on the side. Know the end goal, the end zone, and enter in my eyes. Echoes from people, me host emos enchanted inside. Entanglements in the trenches, clear benches, enjoy the ride. Essentially, we eccentric, yet we also eclectic. Well respected, collected, and never look for no exit. No exceptions, it's expected. You took an L, so accept it. Can't water the squad down, every player electric.
That's shocking. I'm exercising every evident energy leading to victory. I call that energy winergy. When we play, it's like a symphony. Execution of an extra point to put me up for endorsement deals. I'm in the end zone now, my favorite place on the field. I see no equals, even odds fall when stacked against us. We crack them in the trenches, then we send them back to benches. Eternalize my endeavors, Canton enshrinement. Exit 107 on 77's where you'll find us.
Jay, bro, you snapped on that one, bro. That's cold. I salute you.
Man, right back at you to the Backpack Poet. We both did our thing. It's Joe Allende, by the way, yeah. Scotty, Mike Reed, yeah. The Breakdown,
That is the exclusive new The Breakdown song. The skit that you hear in the beginning is our very own Pastor Vic. You already know what it is. You already know what Pastor Vic bringing in. And once again, the two rappers that you hear on the track is my homie, my friend, Backpack Poet. All right. My other homie, my queen, her cousin, J.I.N.D. Listen, they killed it. They killed it. That's what we do. Listen, I try to tell y'all, I was in the studio like Diddy. Putting it together, arranging it. You know, they was laughing at me, but, you know, I was putting in that thing like Diddy. You feel me? So, listen, that is The Breakdown, new theme song. All right, you can catch me and Mike on Wednesdays. All right. Mike was like, Scotty, everybody got a theme song. I ain't got one. I said, I got you. okay? And that's what we did. So I was in that joint like Diddy, all right? So making a production. I'm telling you, listen, okay? One thing before we get back on to when we get back to the show, I'm gonna try to do a mixtape with these two young men right here. All right, we're gonna try to put together a mixtape with the songs and some other stuff like that. So it's crazy. We trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? Get it, take that. Come on, man. That's the exclusive, the breakdown track. You're gonna catch it on Wednesdays. Appreciate everybody that donate to that. Shout out to Mama Body. Shout out to Black Pilot. Shout out to everybody. I keep trying to tell y'all, listen. You listen, it's only one way with theme songs, and it's mine. Okay? If you ain't got, listen, Pettyville Records is real. Okay, Pettyville Records is real. Y'all think it's a game out here. Ain't nobody messing with my theme songs. Ain't nobody. I got 4 platinum records off theme songs. I'm about to have 4 plaques in the back because of theme songs. Do you hear me? Okay, y'all playing out here. Y'all playing. Stop playing with me. I'm about to go. Stop playing with me. All right, listen, guys, we're going to get to this Baller Awards. All right. And we're going to get up out of here. You already know the only rule in the Baller Awards is this. Emotional. Do not be emotional. Okay? Don't do it. All right? Don't be emotional. Petty Village. Petty Village ranking. Oh man. He was? All right, that's what's up. All right, so let me see. First up on these Baller Awards. All right, listen, I got a special for my top performers, I give them pictures. You know what I'm saying? For my top performers, I give them pictures. Shout out to, listen, you already know who I got to start it with. Darion Howard. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, my boy. Listen, this Bama. Oh, Jesus. That's how you start. That's why I got an ALCORN shirt on today. This Bama had 24 carries, 295 yards, and 4 tubs, okay? And I'm not talking like 4 easy tubs. I'm talking about I'm running over your mama, your brother, your sister, your uncle. I'm running over everybody that gets in my way, okay? Coach Green texted me on the number at the top, and he was like, Scotty, they called him the Purple Rhino. I was like, I don't really like that name, but if that's what they want to call him, that's what it is. But this is a Power 5 transfer that is like, I'm a Power 5 transfer. Okay, like you must not know me. Like you don't know my stats. I'm out here. Like I played at Syracuse. Like this is beneath me. All right, this is a Power 5 transfer. Okay, 24 carries, 295, and 4 freaking tubs. Shout out to the Purple Rhino. That's what they calling them. So that's what I'm gonna call you the Purple Rhino. Jesus freaking Christ, this man is a freaking monster. I mean, Matt, just ridiculous. The Nick Chubb of the SWAC. Great analogy. Great comp. The Nick Chubb of the SWAC. You know what I'm saying? That boy different. Okay. Next up, Shedeur Sanders. As Timona would say, okay, listen. You know why he threw 51 times? It was Valley. Okay, like, listen, stat padding is stat padding at his best. But at the end of the day, he put the numbers up. All right, so 40 for 50, missed 11 throws, 425 yards, 4 touchdowns, and got 1 pick. I mean, it's just, listen, man, this dude, he was killing Valley. All right, and he probably left like 100 yards on the field. He probably left another 150 yards on the field. You know what I'm saying? So listen, he should have went for 5. If I'm being honest, he should have went for 5. I mean, just being honest, because the Shane Hooks one, he did kind of throw behind him. That was another touchdown. Then the one that he overthrew Willie Gaines, that was probably going to go for another 40 yards. So he probably left about 530 on the field. I mean, he could have got 530 easily. So, you know, shout out to Shedeur, man, out here killing it. But that was the definition of stat padding, because there's no reason he should have been in the game that long after the third quarter. But needless to say, he's going for the Heisman, so that he's in a different category. If you listen to Deion, he's going for the Heisman. All right. Quayshawn Bird against Rambling, okay? Quayshawn Bird for the Ball Award, 19 carries, 162 yards, and no tubs, right? 19 carries, 162 yards with no tubs, but I mean, literally ran it down their throat, okay? Ran it down their freaking throat. Rambling got a whole bunch of rambles of Quayshawn Bird. Okay? Rambling. Okay? Crazy. Shout out to you, Quayshawn Bird. Number 5, killing it. And listen, we going back to back with Bethune. We going back to back but we going Darnell Dees, the cornerback number 24, got a pick 6 for a touchdown and also a 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. My man was balling. My man was absolutely balling. Okay, just off the gosh darn it. Boy, he's fast as crap. Okay, the boy is fast as hell. So out here doing this thing, balling. All right, my other baller awards. Listen to the whole Texas Southern team. I salute thee. Okay, I was watching that game like this at the house. I was like, oh, I was so locked into the television. It was ridiculous, okay? It was absolutely ridiculous. Shout out to the whole Texas Southern team. You put up such a great effort. Listen, I say this about when you play FBS. You can't make mistakes, okay? You need players to play to another level. They got to play better, and you can't make mistakes. And that's what caused a lot of trouble for Texas Southern later down in the game. But overall, shout out to the whole Texas Southern team, okay? It hurts me to give Marsh credit, but he called a pretty decent offensive-minded game. He really did. I can't. And the defense, oh, my God. The defense looked night and day, okay? If you watch this UTSA, man, the Texas Southern defense looked night and day, and I got to give credit where credit is due. You know, I ain't want to hold credit. Shout out to Coach Green. Coach Green called in and said, Scotty, even when he's a Southern fan, so they got blanked. But he said it. He said, Scotty, Texas Southern has gotten better at every game they played. And he's like, Coach Green was like, Scotty, you just got to give credit. I'm not saying that we played bad, but you just got to, Texas Southern they getting better. You know how Coach Green was talking. You know how the headache hour be. But, no, I got to give him credit. He did say that. And Texas Southern was absolutely, man. That was, man, gosh, daughter, hey, you, buddy. And Mama Body, listen, Andrew threw probably the worst red zone interception at the worst time, but he still played a hell of a game. All right? He played a hell of a game. Absolutely hell of a game. He really made me mad with that red zone pick. I ain't going to lie to you, so we need to talk to him about that. But other than that, he played a hell of a game. And I want to isolate a couple players off the defense. Listen, number 7, Isaiah Hamilton. And I think Tariq Cooper is either 44 or 55, but I think it's 44. Isaiah Hamilton is a freaking pro. Number 7 off of Texas Southern. If you think I'm bullshitting you, go back and watch the first half of that UTSA. They stopped throwing at this kid in the whole second quarter. Every touchdown, they scored a touchdown on him in the third quarter. He looked the wrong way. The ball went over his head and they scored. But every other touchdown, they threw at every other DB but my man Zay Hamilton, okay? Zay Hamilton is a pro. Zay is an absolute pro. 6'1", just crazy gifted. He's so calm. Like when the ball's in the air, he's so calm. He don't panic. He had them Bamas locked down. And if you go watch UTSA, if I was Texas Southern, I would have traveled Zay with number 1, Cephas. Cephas is good, okay? Cephas is absolutely. Go watch that UTSA Cephas. That boy good, all right? So I would have had him travel with him. I would have done that. I would have had him travel with him in the slot out, whatever. I would have had him travel. That's the only thing. Tariq Cooper was playing out of his mind. And I know ESPN cheated my man at least from 2 sacks because I was watching the game and he came on a linebacker loop and got a sack by his damn self. So I know they cheating my man out of a sack. He had a sack. But Tariq Cooper, Isaiah Hamilton, and that D-line for Texas Southern was playing out of their mind. If they can keep that up, you're going to see a Texas Southern team that is going to be really dangerous as the season goes and as the team gets older. They're going to be a problem. If Lord, please don't let Isaiah Hamilton go into the portal. I'm going to pray that every night because that boy is cold-blooded for real. All right. Coach Green, I'm going to get to you in a little bit. All right. Let me get through some of these baller awards real quick. All right. Another baller award, Jeremy Musa. As Coach Vic would say, something about the name Musa. Okay. It's something about the name Musa. All right. 3 tubs, 23 of 41, 343 yards. Shout out to Musa. Kind of got back on track. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. Got to give credit where credit is due. Shout out to Jeremy Musa. Also part of the FAMU game. Cherie, I've been waiting for this kid to explode. 7 receptions, 138 yards. I have been an advocate that him and Xavier should be probably the 2 best tandem guys in the SWAC, but Willie Simmons can't find a way to get my man Cherie the ball. Okay, so I'm so glad to see him explode on the scene the way he did. 7 receptions, 138 yards. He is too dynamic to not find a way. All right, to not find a way to get that man the ball. You got to get that man the ball. Also, same thing. We stand on FAMU. X-Men. It's been a long time coming. X. You ain't been on these Ballers Awards because y'all been stinking up the joint. All right, I wasn't going to give you no baller award for Albany State. You played D2. That don't count. All right, Xavier Smith, 8 receptions, 96 yards, and 3 tubs. Listen, couldn't be stopped. Couldn't be contained. Couldn't be controlled. He was out there routing them boys up. Wow, he was out there routing them boys up. All right, they didn't know what was going on. All right, coming up next to the Baller Awards, Ja'Cory Merritt. 17 carries, 143 yards in a loss, but my man was getting the business. And I've been a Ja'Cory Merritt fan since he was tandeming up with Ezra Gray in the backfield. So let's not say I wasn't. I've been a Ja'Cory Merritt fan. I've been on the Ja'Cory Merritt bandwagon for a minute. All right. But he came up and showed out 17 carries, 143 yards against that PV front 7. I didn't watch the whole game as an entirety. That Alabama State sports crap on YouTube is absolutely garbage. Okay. No ticker, no headings, no score. You guys need to do better. It's trash. Okay. Absolutely trash. Do better. So I couldn't do anything with that. But let me go to Coach Green real quick. Don't be breaking my concentration too long, Coach Green. I got to get back to these Ballers Awards. What's up, Coach?
Hey, man. The Purple Rhino, got to go with it, man. Did you see him toss that kid over his shoulder?
Dog, he's a grown man, sir. Grown man.
Dude, when I saw him toss that kid and the guy started saying Purple Rhino, I said, yeah, let's go with him.
that works. That works.
And then it showed a replay. I'm like, yeah, that really do works. That really do works. Because, man, that dude's scary. Especially when you get a head full of steam.
I saw the one he did on the goal line where he was like maybe 10 or 12 yards out and they gave him to an off tackle and he broke the D tackle. The linebacker ran over the DB and like high stepped it into the. I said, this kid is different. Okay. This kid is different.
Hey, my question to you is, would you have let him back in the game so he could get 300?
Hell yeah. We going for the trips. We going for the trips. 5 yards. He needed 5 yards for 300. Yeah, we going for the trips.
And now, as far as FAMU, they said Simmons started calling the plays. So
I'm gonna get
He
there.
must have heard
I'm
you.
gonna get
He
there.
thought,
I'm gonna get there. You see, that's why.
oh, you didn't get there yet?
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get
Okay,
there.
my fault. I ain't gonna talk about that then.
All
I
right,
ain't
yeah.
gonna talk about
Call back after I'm done with the awards. You'll see why.
All right.
All right, man. Peace. All right, let's get back to these awards. All right, where we at? Shaq Davis, 6 receptions, 127 yards, 1 tub. Shaq Davis. Oh yeah, I think it's like Shaquan, but Shaq Davis. In a losing effort. Who very much losing effort. They got their ass waxed. North Carolina A&T. Tutton. He was toting that J. Tutton was toting that J. 12 carries, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions, 32 yards with 1 touchdown. Listen, this is like Bishop Bonnet for FAMU last year. Like, just he's everything for you. Okay, he's everything. What's it? Everything. He's everything to me. Hope for tomorrow. He's everything. That's what North Carolina A&T need to start singing. Every time he touches the ball, everything. He's everything to me. Hope for tomorrow. He's everything to me. I'm like, you did everything. Your quarterbacks are trash. Okay? Quarterbacks. The white boy got hurt early, but man, okay? Jesus. That boy is everything. Do you hear me? Y'all need to have a parade for him. He's like your little mini Tariq Cohen now, because boy, that kid was on a tear. Do you hear me? Tutton was toting that thing. All right. Tutton was toting. Tutton was toting. All right. Baller Awards, Dallas Daniels. 10 receptions, 142 yards. Listen, Dion's right about this one. This kid's a pro. He reminds me of a Taj Boyd, little bit of like Lance Moore-ish, you know what I'm saying? Like he's in that range of a slot receiver that you need. He can take a 5. I mean, I don't think he can do it in the league, take like a 5-yard hitch and take it to the house. But he can definitely take a 5-yard hitch and get you 20, 25 yards. He can definitely take a slant dig. He can run the whole route tree. So Dallas Daniels is definitely a pro. Absolutely, definitely a pro receiver. I definitely want to see him do big things in that next level. Even if it's the XFL, USFL, does not matter. Dallas Daniel is a pro. He's a freaking monster. All right. Also, Santee Marshall for the Baller Awards. Ted get no. Not fast enough. Okay. Not fast enough. Definitely not fast enough to be Ted again. But Santee Marshall, 6 carries, 118 yards. He had his biggest one was the 90, I think it's like a 93 or 94 yard run. That's where most of his yards came from. He got hawked. Okay, he got walked down, and shouldn't have happened. I'm sorry, Santee. You shouldn't have got walked, my boy. You got walked. Listen, let's be honest. If you play football, film room on Sunday, you're getting clowned. You're getting clowned. You got walked. And the dude walked you down for like 15 yards. He walked you down. So just saying. So, and you need to and also blame the blocker too, because he should have put him on his ass. All right, he definitely should have put him on his ass. Should have put him on his ass for you, but you got to score that. You got to score that. All right, and last but not least, Britain. 19 carries, 93 yards, 2 tubs. All right, 19 carries, 93 yards, 2 tubs for UAPB. Absolutely great game for Britain. 19 carries, 93 yards, 2 tubs against ALCORN State. And ALCORN State's defense is not one to laugh at. They are legit, and the kid was doing this thing. All right, those are my Baller Awards. I'll give an honorable mention to PV's defense. I really shouldn't. I mean, you let 170 yards. I mean, I think you got like 170 yards on the ground or something like that for your front four, but you did cause a lot of turnovers. So got to give you credit. So my honorable mention, PV's defense is an honorable mention on that aspect. All right. You already know what it is. Should have stayed at home awards.
Go home, Roger. Go home, Roger.
Go home. Go home, Roger. Do you hear me? Should have stayed at home awards. All right, first thing first, listen, this whole crew should have stayed their ass at the house. Connell Maynard, okay, your offensive coordinator, DT, and DT's my guy, okay? DT is my guy, but I got to call a spade. Only scoring 6 points in the second half, that ain't on the quarterback at some point, okay? You got to get more creative and figure out a way to put some points on the board. In Bullware, allowing 31 unanswered points. Oh, yeah, y'all Bamas need to.
Go home, Roger. Go home, Roger.
Y'all Bamas need to get, y'all Bamas is trash, okay? I don't give it, listen. No. You got too many athletes to be like, oh my God, we got a bad quarterback. No. X is mobile. You got Juice, Abdul, Gardner, number 10, Gary Qualls, number 7. You have too much talent to not put up more than 6 points on the thing. Now, if you had no talent on the outside and you were just like, man, we ain't got no talent, we ain't got this, I'm cool with that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? The quarterback is whatever. But you can be creative. It was FAMU's defense. FAMU's defense ain't good. It's FAMU. It's Ryan Smith, okay? It's him, that guy. So it ain't you weren't playing Jackson. You weren't even playing PV. You're playing A&M. You're playing FAM. Their defense ain't even good. Like, what are we doing? And you can't get more than 6 points in the second half? Come on, man. X was not even playing that bad, if I'm being honest. He played bad in the second half, but he wasn't playing bad in the first half. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry. Y'all need to take this. Y'all supposed to be an offensive-minded team. You're offensively bad. You're offensively bad. I'm just saying that. You're offensively bad. Okay? And Kenneth Bullware, 31 unanswered points is inexcusable. Inexcusable. All right? Inexcusable. Just want to make that very clear. Listen. I got to call this out. This man's first half play calling was garbage. Garbage. Do you hear me? Garbage. And listen, calling an off-tackle run in the goal line, that should be a fireable offense. He should have to give his game day check back for that. Who does that? Who calls an off-tackle run in the freaking goal line? You're not the smartest person in the room, Willie. It's a goal line situation. Bamas are coming downhill to get the safety, and you want to go east and west? What? Huh? Stop it. His first half play calling was atrocious. Atrocious. I don't get it. I do not understand it. You're not the smartest person in the room, Willie Simmons. You're absolutely not. Okay? You're really not. Just want to make that very clear. It was trash. Absolutely trash. I'm looking at this like, what the hell are you doing? What in the blue hell are you doing? And I'm gonna break this game down too. I got some other stuff that is just like, oh my gosh, like this is bad. Like defensively on both sides was bad. Just bad stuff. But anyway, I just want to make that very clear. Rambling. Oh my God. No point. You are an offensive-minded coach. Explain to me how you let Bethune-Cookman shut you out in the second half. Now, this guy can be like, hey, I ain't got that much talent. You're not playing Faison Wilson. All right. Maurice Washington did not play. Your receivers couldn't catch a cold. Well, your starting receivers, J.R. Waters, the number 10, and whoever else, you know what I'm saying? Most of them Bamas couldn't catch a cold if they was butt naked in Alaska, okay? They dropping everything. Your offensive line can't really block that well, all right? They do at times. It's very – and Quatarius Hawkins, that boy couldn't hit water if he was walking with Jesus. On top of Galilee. He couldn't touch water. He can't hit a tire if it was stationary in the driveway. Like, that to me is not having the talent in, like, okay, I got a situation, but no points in the second half. You let Bethune-Cookman shut you out. He needs to be playing more. Faison needs to be playing more. So that he should have been playing last game. Okay? So listen, if anybody, Hugh, you haven't earned the G, okay? You shouldn't be wearing a Gremlin shirt. You haven't won anything. What have you won? Who have you beat? Northwestern State, them boys trash. Okay? Trash. You talking about they can't wear the G. You can't wear a Gremlin shirt. You can't go back to Ruston. All right? You ain't getting no more Southern Chicken boxes. None of that. Talking about they can't wear the G. You can't wear a shirt. Come on, man. Can't wear a G. You got to be out your cotton picking mind, man. Other baller awards. Every quarterback that's not named Shador Body or Musa, trash.
Go home, Roger. Go home, Roger.
Them boys played horrible, okay? Listen, every quarterback not named Shador, Body, or Musa should have stayed their ass at the house. Should have stayed their ass at the house, eating bonbons and nuggets and watching soaps, okay? Watching The Young and the Restless, because they weren't good. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, if your quarterback is throwing for 135, 155, 185, that's not playing well. If you're a college quarterback that can't put up 200 yards of offense, that's not playing well. And you're not in a triple option scheme, that's not playing well. We're not talking about Army or Navy. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a spread system, and Bamas can't even throw over 200 yards. Are you shitting me right now? You got kids in AAU football that play better than you. I see people, the CIAA got better. Man, give me the quarterback from Langston. Give me the quarterback from Albany State. I'll take any of these guys over some of the guys in the SWAC. Give me Trip Harrington from Langston University. Give me the Albany State quarterback. Hell, give me the quarterback from Shaw. He looked like David Gerard. Come on, man. This is ridiculous, man. The quarterback play in the SWAC is, and I can't even blame my man Quincy Casey. He went 3 for 5. He got 5 throws. He went 3 for 5. You know what I'm saying? So, but overall, man, Jesus freaking Christ. Man, I'm just like, these Bamas is killing me. You're killing me, Petey. You're killing me. It's bad. The quarterback play in the SWAC is just bad. I mean, you at least got to throw for 200 yards. At least. 200 yards? You can't get 200 yards? Come on, man. Stop it. All right. And last but not least, all right, you already know the award. Oh, South Carolina State running game. I don't think they had one person go over 50 yards. I don't think they had one person go over 50 yards. One person go over 50 yards in the running game. Really? Really? You talking about North Carolina A&T? Talking about the one that just got beat by the one that just got beat by North Carolina Central in your same division? Okay. Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay. That's what we're doing. BJ Davis, Jablonski Green, all them Bamas. Ooh, them Bamas should stay their ass at home. They got waxed. They got waxed. Okay? They got waxed. I mean, just embarrassed. Embarrassed. Okay? Embarrassed. I mean, just a straight ass whooping. Okay? Straight ass whooping by North Carolina A&T. Ah, man, that was bad. With a team with no quarterback. That's bad. That's bad. Now, let me give my Stuck in Traffic award. All right, my Stuck in Traffic award is this. He could have stayed at the house, or he could have came to the game. He's stuck in traffic. You don't know, like, you know, because when you're stuck in traffic, some people could want you like, man, oh, he's stuck in traffic, man. I wish he was here. And then some people could be like, whew, good thing he's stuck in traffic because we definitely didn't want him to be here. You get what I'm saying? That's Stuck in Traffic. That's the Stuck in Traffic award. And the Stuck in Traffic award for this week is Corey Fields. And I know you probably like, but Scotty, he threw for 316. But if you got Corey Fields throwing the ball 49 times, you were losing. Okay? If Corey Fields is throwing the ball 49 times, it's a bad game. Okay? You're not playing at you're not playing at your best. Okay? That's just somebody you don't have the ball. He should not be throwing the ball 49 times. But he did. Okay? 316, 4 tubs, 2 NITs. It just is what it is. Okay? It just is what it is. So, once again, if you see a stat line and Corey Fields throws the ball over 30 times, it was not a good game. It was not a good game for South Carolina State. Okay? It just wasn't. It just wasn't. All right, call lines are open. 518 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. All right, last thing, you already know, locked in a triple pad Cellar award. Now, let me explain this one if you're new to the channel. Locked in the triple pad Cellar award is I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see you. I might come feed you. Okay, it's like how black people do the dog in the backyard and they tie him up with the chain to the tree, and he gets but you just in the cellar. Okay, you're in the cellar. That's just what we're doing right here. So that's my triple pad locked in the cellar. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see you. I don't even want to make your presence known. Okay, and this is what it is. Locked in the triple pad Cellar award. SWAT quarterbacks. Oh my God. That I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see you. If your name does not start with, if your last name is not a Shadur, a Body, or a Musa, I don't want to hear from you. I do not want to hear from you at all. Okay? If you can't throw over 200 yards in a game, I don't want to hear from you. Don't tell me you have a quarterback. Because you don't. Okay? Because you don't. So SWAT quarterbacks that are not Body, Musa, or Shadur, good night. Good night. Good riddance. And good day to you, sir. That's how I feel about that. Call lines open. Coach Green, come back to you. What's up?
Well, you pretty much answered my question with the Willie Simmons, so I guess you ain't like the first half, huh?
Nah, hell no. Listen, man. Willie, he thinks he's the smartest person in the room. And I'm like, bro, you're not even that creative. You're not. You're listen, if I want anybody to go back and watch that game and tell me how many times does he do routes that go to the middle of the field. Now, the touchdown that he threw, the touchdown that Musa threw to Xavier on the post route, that was just horrible defense because the linebacker didn't touch the receiver, but that's really the only play that they really throw across the middle is the post concept. They rarely do plays that go into the middle of the field. It's sad. If you really wanted to stop FAMU's offense attack, just slide everybody outside the hashes. That's it. If you put everybody outside the hashes, if you tell your DBs, hey, don't worry about no slants because they're not throwing them. Just worry about the sail concept, the corner, the hitch, the comeback, the outs. That's all they throw everything outside the hashes. But go ahead.
He didn't make up for it the second half?
I mean, they won. I mean, great. It's not, it's cool. It's just not creative to me. It's not creative to me. It's really not.
Okay. Now let me get to the SWAT quarterback situation. I know he didn't throw for 200, but I have watched every PV game. And he's not as bad you making him out to be. It's just that, shoot, they playing well with what he doing, other than the game when he didn't really throw against Texas Southern. That was more Texas Southern fault because they didn't have to worry about throwing. And the game against UIW when he got hurt.
He didn't play, yeah. He didn't really play.
In the first half. Every time he played, they've been in these games.
I don't think he played. CJ Dumas played the UIW game the whole game.
Yeah, no, he played. He started off the game, and then he got hurt. I was watching that game. Okay. He got hurt at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, he tried to run, and like 3 people hit him, and he never got. And then after that, he wasn't back in the game. But he was efficient. 14 for 19, 180.
I don't care. I don't. I really.
But why you got?
Let me say that because if that helps you win, why you got to throw for 200? I know, bro. Like listen, man. If it's a state, like, first of all, Conley is an athlete playing the quarterback position. That just is what it is. He's a great athlete, but he's an athlete playing the quarterback.
Yeah,
he's not a.
I agree.
He's not a quarterback that's an athlete. He's an athlete playing quarterback. It's 2 different things, right? My issue is that, listen, if you're winning, you're winning. Okay, cool. That's great. Yeah, like. And that's the SWAC standard. Oh, as long as we win. I do not. That's not my standard. You're not a quarterback. You're not, because if you're playing legit competition, if that stuff does not travel, what he does not travel against an out of conference opponent. It does not travel.
Whoa.
It does not travel.
Hold on. This how I could sit there. When he played ACU, he went 20 for 37 for 240. And he had to throw that more of that game.
Did they win?
He had to throw more of that game.
Did they win?
He went 20 for 37 for 240.
20? You said 20 for what?
37.
20 for what?
37.
That's 49%. Like I said, that does not travel.
No, it's not. That's not 49%. That's 51. That's 54.1%.
That is, bro. That's a horrible completion percentage. You're not a quarterback. You at least want to be in the 60s. That's at least. He's not a quarterback. He is an athlete playing the position. Now, granted, if that's all you can
get. Check this out. And then we move on. I watched the ACU game. So when the receivers drop your pass, that messes your percentage up too, though. You gotta look at that. You gotta take that into consideration when the receivers drop your passes.
So all the passes,
don't you?
So all the missed throws are passes, drop passes.
Not all. I ain't saying all, but some of them throws was drop passes.
Okay.
I know that for a fact.
Okay, Shedeur got drop passes too. Shedeur had 3 drop passes. Okay, what are we talking about? It happens.
I know.
Okay,
I know. So I'm just saying, for the passes I saw that was dropped, his percentage would have been better. It would have been closer to 60.
How many passes were dropped?
I saw about 4, 5 like was dropped.
Okay, so what does that make? What's that? Give him 4 completions. We'll take the low and give him 4 completions because you don't know for sure. You gotta.
I don't remember exactly the amount, but I'm just gonna say it was about. I give him like 56% maybe. If they catch him,
good. That's still not good. That's still not good. Listen, man. Like Listen, I think Conley is great for the SWAC. He's a great SWAC quarterback. He'll go as far as the defense of PV, holds the team down to whatever points they got to hold him to. All right. Congratulations. That's great. So, but my standard for a quarterback, right? And people can get on me like, oh, Quincy Casey is not doing well. I see talent, right? And this is the issue with Quincy, right? The issue with Quincy is this. Like, and me and Key, we go back and forth because she's like, when you talk about Quincy, you talk about his arm talent and stuff like that. When you talk about Shedeur, you always give a better, well-ranged view of him. Like, he's a great leader. He great pre-snap reads and things like that. I said, well, I get to see Shedeur do it on a constant basis. I've seen Shedeur do that since he came in and has led his team for however long. The only thing I've seen from Quincy in that one game was great arm talent. That's why I do not know what all comes into place when it comes with Quincy Casey. I don't know if he can lead a team. I don't know if he can, how well his pre-snap reads are. I don't know how his post-snap reads are because I haven't seen him consistently do it in the range of things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I don't know. But I know he has the arm talent to do it. I just don't know if he can put it all together. You see what I'm saying? So I think Conley is a great, whatever Conley is, I think he's good for whatever PV is trying to get him to do. They don't ask too much of him. He fits in their system and scheme. That's great for them. That's great for what they're trying to accomplish. On the hierarchy of quarterbacks, he's not in the discussion. He's not.
I understand what you're saying. But you might have to give him a benefit of doubt with him. I think maybe you need to see more.
What did I say?
You need to see more. If you see more, it may change your mind.
What did I say though? I said he's good for what PV does. That's it. He's good for what PV is asking him to do. He's great for that. When they ask him to throw the ball 30, 40 times and he can go 35 or 44, if he can go 33 or 44 or something like that with 330 yards and 3 touchdowns, when he can show me a game like that, when he has to put up points, where he has to outduel the other quarterback because his defense is not working, then I can be like, okay, I see Conley can make that next step. As of right now, let me be very clear. As of right now, in the hierarchy of quarterbacks, he's not in it. For me, he is not in that.
Did you watch the ACU game?
No, I didn't.
All right. You watch it, then tell me what you think.
Okay, I'll go back and watch it.
Watch it and tell me what you think. And because I get where you're coming from, but I just don't think he should be in that category as bad quarterback.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Okay.
I don't think he should be in that category.
Okay.
And you putting Davis in that category because he didn't throw for 200? That's why you putting him in there?
What 3 names did I say? What 3 names did I say?
No, I know 3. I know what 3 names you say, but
everybody
I'm
else
just
is
asking.
in the category. That's the process of elimination, right? If I say any other person other than three names, come on now. I know you're college educated. If I leave everybody else out of that 3 names, that means you're part of being bad. If you're not in them 3 names, you're part of being bad. That's how that works.
Because that's another quarterback I don't consider that should be in that crew, part of that crew, though. You know, maybe more games would change your mind. More games if he can prove it to you in more games.
It's
But
the week 4
them two quarterbacks,
awards.
I'm gonna say I don't think they belong in that.
It's the week 4 awards, not the season awards. It's the week 4 awards. Like listen to the people do not understand reading comprehension. It's the week 4 awards, right? Conley could come back tomorrow or next week and come back and throw for 350. I have to give him credit for what he has done. That's how this works. It's the week 4 awards. And for the week 4 awards, if your name is not Shador, Body, or Musa, you are bad. Simple. How hard is that? All right, Dre, coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
Hey, what's up, man?
Let's
Can
get
you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Very happy that my Aggies won for the 7th time, beating South Carolina State. We said we're gonna let Corey Fields air it out. Go ahead, air it out.
And see if you can beat us. See if you can beat us.
Pad your numbers out. Because we know he's gonna give y'all 4 touchdowns. He's gonna give us 2. We know that for a fact.
Facts.
So yeah, we win. It's our best quarterbacks are our freshmen, and we had to go to our freshmen because all the upperclassmen got hurt. So our freshmen are the better quarterbacks. You know how old school coaches are, kind of like how at UAPB. They probably should start the other guy, the younger guy, but you know how old school SWAT coaches are.
Mm-hmm.
I got this senior. He been there 2 years. He waited his turn. I think A&T should start the freshmen. We got 2 good freshmen, so I'm very happy about our win. Still think our coaches, you know, he kind of hot seat's a little bit cooler, but you know, I want to see how we look with our freshman quarterback. So and everything, but yeah, Corey Fields, hey. He
Dre,
man, if he entered the transfer portal, I don't think nobody would want him.
Hey, Dre, is that the white boy?
You said what?
The white boy. Is that your freshman? The white boy?
Yeah, we got 2. We got a white boy, and then we got last name Hooker, where his brother plays for University of Tennessee. We got his younger brother.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So the white boy just came in this year. Hooker's a red shirt freshman. But yeah, our running back is nice though. Like we've always had good running backs. So I'm interested to see what we do, but this was a big win for us.
It was. You needed it. Boy, y'all needed it.
Yeah, we needed it. And you know, I hated you win against us, but that's fine. We earned that. But you know, we tried to play one of the best non-conference schedules. So we earned that too.
Well, we'll see what that CAA schedule. Oh, you're in the Big South right now. Yeah, we'll see what that Big South conference schedule look like. But hey, Dre, appreciate the call.
Appreciate it.
Hey, listen, I like Aaron Allen. I do. Do I think he's in the upper echelon of quarterbacks? No, I do not. I think he can make throws though. He can make throws. I've seen him. I saw him up close and personal. I also saw him in a couple games. He can make throws. But for week 4, he needs to be in the cellar. I don't even think he threw over 100 yards. But I mean, you really don't need to when you got Javion Howard running for 294. But I mean, come on, you didn't go over 100 yards. Like, yeah. But for week 4, you pretty bad. But he can make throws. He can make throws. I've seen him make some throws. So he's like compared to a lot of guys, he can make throws. He can make some throws. Oh, the guy that Southern got, McCray. Okay, yeah, he should have been on here even in the bye. I should have put Bashawn McCray on the list even on the bye. Okay, even on the bye. He can. I just said he can make throws. Like, how you throw for 21 times and only get 85 yards? I would never understand. What is that like 1.5? What is that? What is that? Like that's like 2 yards per. That's like 2 yards. Like, let me see. 4, 21, 4, 8. That's like 4 yards. That might be like 4 yards per catch or something like that. Let me do the math for this. 85 divided by 16. That's bad. Like, that don't even make sense. That's 5.3 yards. That's 5.3 yards. That means he would have had to throw 32 times. He would have had to throw the ball 42 times and have 32 completions to get. How is that not bad? How is that not bad? You threw the ball 21 times. You completed 16 and you got 85 yards. How is that not bad? That means if he would have threw the ball, so let's just double this. He would have had to throw. I want you to put this in comparison. Listen to it. No, Brave Hawk. No, Brave Hawk. You brought this up. Let's put it in comparison. Since you want to talk numbers, let's talk numbers, right? Shout out to Mr. Kincaid. Corey Fields threw the ball 49 times, right? And got 316 yards. Okay? Let's put it in perspective. I want to go back to these comments. Your dude threw it 20. He threw it half as many times and doesn't even have half as many yards. He threw it 49 times. Your dude threw it 21 times. He doesn't even have 200 yards. So once again, I say again, if you can't get 200 yards as a quarterback, that's not good. That is not good. Not good. All right. 8250 3454 coming to you. What's up, Mr. Sergeant?
What's up, sir? Triple striking you from Sanford, brother. First of all, I sent you a text earlier and I asked you if you were going to do a show and you said no, and I had to go and get my antidepressants. So I'm glad to hear you on.
Yeah, I had to change it up last minute.
But I appreciate your flexibility. So I couldn't watch the game live for FAMU versus the Bulldogs. I was at a church event. I'm going to send you another text because I've been very busy. I launched a business and I know you do something with business people. So we'll talk about that later. Okay. But I want to get your opinion on two things. And I'll just make a flat out statement. I still don't like FAMU's defense.
Okay.
I don't know what is bothering me about the defense. I don't know if they're not aggressive enough. I don't know. It's like I had to go back and watch the previous Alabama A&M game last year, and they just seem to be more aggressive, more like their teeth were out. This one, they were kind of pushing people down, not really tackling. It just didn't seem like they were aggressive. And then please explain to me what Brother Green was talking about with different people making the calling the plays. Coach or the offensive coordinator. And then, of course, my last question, and then you can leave me with this. When are we getting KJ Black back from the Rams? When's that going to happen? Because I'd like to have him back as quickly as possible.
Never.
All right, brother.
Never. All right, I can answer that one before you go. Never. All right, appreciate it. Hey, listen. So first of all, I'm cool with Coach KJ. And I'm gonna answer straight up. He has never said to me that he will not come back to the SWAC. He's never said that to me. I'm saying that right now. He's never said that to me. All right. But what he has said to me is he love where he at. That is what he has said to me. He said, I love being with the Rams. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. He said, I love being with the Rams. So that is what it is. Let me say about the FAMU defense. They blitzed. Ryan Smith, his ass was on the grill, okay? His ass was on the grill. At 400 degrees, top closed. You know, you got the little the smoke. Nah, that's closed too. His ass was hot. That white man was getting cooked, broiled, okay? Because that defense was not good. He came into this game, and when you have a quarterback that you want to make throws, you blitz. You make him make throws. That's what happens. In the first half, they didn't really blitz that much. That's why you saw him with the open lanes to run and things like that. But that second half, close to the end of the second quarter, in the second half, they blitzed. Oh, fam, you brought the house. They linebackers were blitzing. But once again, when you blitz, that gives one-on-ones to Isaiah Land. That gets miscommunication on the offensive line. And that's how you get easy sacks and easy turnovers and things like that. And you get the game flowing in your favor. Xavier is not the typical drop back and throw it. He's a run-first guy. He feels comfortable. He's a big guy, 6'2". I think he's like 6'2", 220. You know what I'm saying? So he can take a lick or whatever. He can move. But with quarterbacks like that, you want to make them make throws. I want to put you in a situation where you have to beat me with your arm. Exactly what A&T did with Corey Fields. Okay, you're a quarterback. Beat me with your arm. The same thing UIW did to CJ Dumas. You're a quarterback. Beat me with your arm. Go back and watch that UIW game. They loaded the box like it was 8 to 9 people in the box every single time. They went cover one with a safety over top. That's it. They said, you want to run the ball? That's cool. Do that. But you're going to throw it today because you better make throws. And that's really all FAMU did. They started blitzing, made Xavier speed up his clock. Because listen, when you got a quarterback that you don't think that can make throws and you rushing forward, they don't get there, he got time to pat the ball, find the read, throw it. That's just the nature of the beast, man. So he blitzed, sped up his clock, and you have the result that you have. They don't score. 8258, and then Musa coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
Hey, Scott, it's Marquise.
What's up?
Yeah, I would enjoy that running back from what he trained, what his name?
Howard. Yeah, Jarvion Howard. Yeah, from Syracuse. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I would enjoy him, man. He's a beast. He is a screaming a beast.
He's nasty. Yeah, he's different.
Yeah, and I don't know what to say about Grambling because they trash. They trash because I don't know what the heck happened to Grambling.
Yeah, I don't know either, man.
Yeah, and who else? And did FAMU play yesterday?
Yeah, they play Alabama A&M. I just had a whole conversation right before you called in.
Okay. Did they won or they lost?
FAMU won.
Oh, okay. Okay then.
All right, appreciate it, Marquise.
All
right. Hold on, Musa. I'm about to get to you. I'm trying to see if I can find this play that I'm gonna let you talk on while I find it. Go ahead, Musa.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
No, all right. I was going to start out because everybody talked about the running back thing. What would you rank the top 5 running backs in the conference right now?
Oh, good question. Jarvion Howard is number 1. Sylveon Wilkerson is number 2.
What?
Yeah, I'm not putting Howard over. I'm not putting Howard over Wilkerson. You're bugging. There's no way. There's no way I'm putting Wilkerson over Howard. There's no way.
No. You putting Wilkerson over Maurice?
Yeah, because of production, he can stay on the field. I can't listen. Maurice Washington is no good to me if he can't play. Listen. Oh, the biggest ability is availability. You're not on the field.
What about Travis Hunter?
He's not on the field. How can I can't pick you if you're not on the field? What stats do you have to give me?
So if we measuring it, Maurice Washington is more valuable than Travis Hunter.
Because he's on the field. I mean, because he's done something. Travis Hunter played one game, right? Albeit a great game. Maurice Washington has played. Listen to this. He hasn't gone over 8 carries. And he has like an 8 point. He has an 8. I think he has like an 8-yard average per carry. No. I'm lying. No. It's more than that. It's like 17. I think it's like 16. It's like 15. He has a 15-yard per carry average. He has the highest average per carry in the SWAC. Now, Howard might have gone over him with that 294, but as of right now, Maurice Washington has the highest average per any back in the SWAC.
I think I looked at it the other day. I think it was like 19 when I looked at it. I could be wrong, but it was somewhere in the team. But I think that might be top in the FCS if I'm not average per carry. Now, what's his name? Howard got the most per game. I think for raw ability, Howard looks like a actual NFL running back.
He's a pro. He's a pro. Yeah, he's a pro. He's a pro.
Yeah. So I would absolutely put him number one, but I can't put. I don't know. It's just Maurice got the big playability. Like it's like you give him the ball, it's a chance that he's gonna break it. Like he's going to break it somewhere in the game. But I give you. Let
me break it down to you like this, right? If Jackson, because I need you to look at it one or two ways, right? Maurice Washington is limiting himself because he can't get on the field because of his body. You know what I'm saying? Sylveon Wilkerson is limited by Deion Sanders. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? If Deion committed to handing the ball to Wilkerson 15 to 20 times per game, he would average 100 to 170 yards per game. Easily. So you see the difference? Maurice can't get on the field because of Maurice. Wilkerson can't get on the field because of the stable of backs and that they just want to they keep rotating guys. But if they only had Wilkerson and they committed to giving the ball to Wilkerson 20 to 25 times, if they gave the same amount of carries that Howard got to Wilkerson would average 150 to 160 yards per game. It's just that simple. Maurice will probably do the same, but he can't stay on the field because of his body. And I can't go with that because at the end of the day, it's Maurice's body that's failing him. It's not Hugh Jackson saying, hey, I don't want to play you, because Hugh Jackson will probably hand the ball 30 times if he could.
No, I don't know about that, because the first two games, I felt like that's the reason why they lost Arkansas State, because they didn't. You got to get into a rhythm, and I'm not doubting Wilkerson. I'll give you this: Wilkerson gets more consistent yards. Like Maurice is. I'm not saying he's Barry Sanders, but I'm saying the running backs where they're gonna lose the win. Like he's one of them backs. He has to like break it. It's not gonna be like a steady 8. I'll give you that. Like Wilkerson can give you a steady like 4 here, 6 here. He might break for 10, but Maurice Washington will give you that big play. That's the only reason why I got him ahead. Because he's a big factor to that offense when he's on the field. So it's hard. What big play did he get against Bethune? Who?
What big play did he do against Bethune?
I thought you said he was hurt.
Exactly. So what does it matter? What does it matter if he's a big play running back if he's not on the field? What does it matter? That's like telling me, oh, yeah, I got Barry Sanders, but Barry Sanders don't ever come to the field. What does it matter? If I can only give him the ball 5 times in a game, what if he could have played the whole game against Jackson State, that's a different game. We all understand that. But he did it, and that hurts your team. That's like having Shador, right? And you're like, hey, Shador, Shador, let's say Shador's shoulder's messed up, right? And he only can give you 15 throws. And you're like, yeah, Shador's the best quarterback. I'm like, how? He only can give me 15 throws? That's it? That's all I get is 15? It just doesn't work like that.
I hate when you win an argument, but I got to give it to you. All right, so continue with your list. You got Wilkerson number 2, and then
Maurice Washington I was going to go Maurice Washington number 3. Like I was coming right, because if we're talking about 2 guys that I'm starting right now, it's Maurice. I mean, it's Howard. It's Wilkerson. I'm doing Maurice 3rd. I'm doing Gary Crowell is 4th, and my 5th one will probably be Ladarius Owens. And that 4 and 5 could switch. I love Ladarius Owens. I might put Ladarius Owens from Texas Southern 4th. They got Quashon Bird. I think Quashon Bird is like, he isn't as consistent as Ladarius. Ladarius Owens is more consistent than Quashon Bird, in my opinion. I think Quashon Bird could be a number 5. He could definitely be a number 6. But Ladarius Owens from Texas Southern, that kid he's good. he's really, really good. And I think a lot of people don't see it because they don't watch a lot of Texas Southern games. But yeah, he's pretty good. So you could go Gary Quarles 4 or 5. But if we're going off of this year, I probably would have to go. Yeah, I'm not doing career. I'm just doing this year. It would go 4 Ladarius, 5 Quayshawn Bird. I wouldn't even have Gary Quarles in my top 5 because he hasn't really done anything this year. I was really giving him that spot because of his career. Like, he's been effective in the SWAC, but this year alone in these games, yeah, you got to go Ladarius or Quayshawn Ladarius, however you want to switch it up. But the top 3 backs are in the top 3 backs, and however you want to place them is up to you. But the top 3 backs are Howard, Wilkerson, and Maurice Washington. That's hands down. That's hands down.
All right, now I'm probably gonna make you bust a blood vessel.
Oh Lord,
or blow a gasket. Now check this out. Now look, I am a Santee Marshall fan, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody, I said it to Blue. I said a lot of people be hating on him. I said, wow, Blue, all he do is break big runs. Now he does. I don't know why he can't get in the end zone. I think that has to do with his weight. Might got to add some weight, but I think Kobe crazy, but I think he's a better back, and he don't get a lot of carries, like even since last year. And I was like, I didn't understand why people were saying they ain't had no running game last year. I'm like, this dude, I think he averaging like 6 yards a carry. But now I'm not saying don't give Wilkerson the ball. I think they got the perfect blend, but I would feed him. I would just design more plays for him, like scat back plays, like out of the backfield on the sideline, stuff like that, and then keep Wilkerson in on the power and the goal line. But I don't think he touches the ball enough. He's another one. He's a big play guy.
I think he needs a lot of good. He needs too much stuff to happen for him to break it. That's the thing. Like, okay, let me give you a good example, right? Like, somebody brought up Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson, to me, I would put Caleb Johnson over Santee Marshall. Now, Caleb is.
Oh yeah, damn! I forgot. He's nice.
He's nice. Now, Caleb is nice, but he gets lost because of the team. He's not on a good team, so everybody just stacks the box up against him and whatever. But I think Santee Marshall needs a lot of things to go right to be good. Like, and you saw against Tennessee State, when them big guys got an arm on Santee Marshall, he was not going anywhere. And that's the issue with my thing with Santee Marshall. Like, okay, and Bishop Bonnet's in here, and he's a good example of a small back that can break arm tackles, right? So you'll see Bishop Bonnet. You will see Bishop Bonnet last year. He'll run through the 2 hole. He'll run through the 4 hole. He'll run through the 3 hole. He'll run through the 5 hole. Like, he'll go in between the guards and tackles, and he'll get you off tackle. He can go sweep. Santee Marshall is not a back that you would run 5 or 10 times in the 2 hole. He's not a back that you will run 2 or 3 times in the 1 hole. Like, he's just too small for those type of situations. He's an off tackle back. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, a 9, a sweep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and for me, I like versatile guys. Like, Maurice can take it up to 2, he can take it up to 6, he can take it up to 8, he can take it up to 9. Like, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with Bishop Bonnet last year. Bishop can take it to the 2, 4, 6, 8, and sweep. It didn't matter. Those are special guys. Same thing with Caleb. Same thing with Darius. Same thing with Quayshawn Bird. Those guys can hit. They can go through the 2 and they can go through the 8, and that's what makes them special as running backs. But Santee Marshall and JD, I even think a little JD. JD, I would take JD over Santee because JD is a little bit bigger than Santee and can hit those holes of what it does. But
he don't have no vision though. That's what I was gonna say. Santee Marshall has great vision, and the reason why I like him is he can get lost in the line. Now, you're right. Tennessee State, when you got like a line that is clogged up, he's not going to break through arm tackles and carry people. That's not his game. But I would say he does have the best vision. Like, he finds holes, he little stutter step, and boom, he's going. But JD, I would use him as like a screen. Like, he's good on the screen, but I don't really think he's a natural running back. Like, he don't have great vision.
No, I don't think he's a natural running back. I think he's a wide receiver. I think he's a slot receiver playing a running back position, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? Because you just need a guy to hit the hole sometimes. You don't need nobody like super. I mean, you don't need nobody super duper special to be running back. I think Wilkerson is your super special guy that they just don't give him enough touches. But I think there's a lot of like somebody brought up Ja'Cory Merritt. I love Ja'Cory Merritt when he was going against Ezra Gray. And see, the thing about Ezra Gray is an off tackle back. He's not a 2-hole guy. Ja'Cory Merritt is a 2-hole guy. Like, he can hit you to 2. He's not the fastest guy. You know what I'm saying? When you go 8 and 0 in the off tackles and in the sweeps, but he hits it hard, and he's just he's a smaller back that runs like a big back. Like he'll give you those 3-4 yards a carry or 5. Like he'll make it nasty, 5, 6, 7 yards per carry, and he'll take somebody with him. He'll drag them. You know what I'm saying? So Ja'Cory Merritt, absolutely, and I like Santo Dunn as well. Santo Dunn is a real shifty guy that I like. I like me a boom bop. I love a boom bop back. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like Maurice. I really do like Maurice. He's a boom bop type of guy, and he'll get up the hole as well. But my top 5 guys is my top 5 is, it definitely got to be Howard. It definitely got to be Wilkerson, Maurice. I would go Ladarius Owens and then Quayshawn Bird. That would be my top 5.
Who was that last guy? Who you played for?
Bethune Cookman, Quayshawn Bird.
Oh, okay, I gotta look him up. All right, that's solid. I think that was it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate you.
All
right, man. I like questions like that. I like questions like that. Let me say this, and this might. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say that. But listen, man. Like I think everybody has their flair for what the thing about backs. It's like quarterbacks. It's like receivers. It's what you like, right? It's what you like. There's no denying Howard because Howard has the big playability. He has the strength in the short game. He can break tackles. He's not the most elusive, but he's fast. You know what I'm saying? Like for a big guy, you know what I'm saying? So there's respect in that. Like I said, it's just about what you prefer. What's your preference in back? You know what I'm saying? This might be Musa again. Let me see. What's up?
Yo, my bad. This last thing. I don't know. I'm a Grambling fanatic, but I might be tripping. But does Maurice Washington running style remind you of Eric Dickerson? Like upright, like those that look fast, but he's like getting upfield quick.
I have to go back and watch Maurice. He has a weird build to be as good as he is. Like if you really watch, like if you see Maurice, he's not the biggest back. He probably might be 190. He might be 185, 190. But he just runs. Like he just runs it, man. I can't I can't express it. No, he just runs that thing. But he does have a weird.
He got like
I like this. Darren McFadden. I like that. That's a great. I think Darren McFadden is a great comp because they're built the same. I like that. I love that comp. Yeah,
because Darren McFadden has some bulk to him.
Up top, but below.
Yeah,
he was slim. You know what I'm saying? He was slim, and I'm a Cowboys fan. I saw that up close and personal. So yeah, I like that Darren McFadden. I think that's a great comp. I think that's a great.
I'm telling you, go back and watch some highlights of Eric Dickerson because Eric Dickerson was 6'3", like 205, 210. Wasn't it? It might have been 220, but he was but it's because when I see him run, I'm like, damn, this dude don't look like he's fast. But when he get upfield quick, like very. And they said the same thing about he make it look effortless because his track is kind of like I don't know if he ran track, but he got like a track run. Like it's very forward, high knees, not a lot of eating dirt. But I don't know, that just was on my mind. But something to look up maybe.
No problem, man. Musa. Bishop, that's a great question. The reason I'm gonna go for the 20 carry guy is it okay. With the 10 carry 100-yard running back, it's like a running back is supposed to dictate the game, right? That's why I like the 20 carry guy because the 20 carry guy probably had my time of possession through the roof. You know what I'm saying? So my time of when I can give you the ball 20 to 25 times, you're eating clock. We're keeping the defense fresh. We're keeping, if it's a high-powered offense, we're keeping them off the field. If you give me 10 carries, that might come in the first half. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, 10 carries, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out. I done shot all my bullets. I'm shooting blanks right now. So give me the 20 carry 130 guy because he's managing the game. He's dictating the time of the game. You know what I'm saying? So I probably gave you 5, and then 10 in the third. I mean, like I probably get like and mix that 10 up I can probably give you 10 in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Or I gave you 2, 3, and then saved it on the back half of the game. So I'm gonna take the 20 carry guy because I need if I need you for now. If you don't need a running back to do that, then i.e. Jackson State, you can take a 10 carry 100 because your quarterback is doing all the other heavy lifting. You get what I'm saying? But if you don't trust your quarterback with all the heavy lifting, then you got the 20 carry guy. So, the best friend of a quarterback is a running game. So yeah. And you should know, Bishop, you had Rashawn. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. 0284, you live.
Yeah, man. Let's start about your list. Most of you mentioned the first two, they both have a comparable quarterback play. Comparable because they both go hand in hand, as you just said. You notice when Wilkerson went to the transfer portal, he probably was looking for the best situation. It's almost like a free agent.
Yeah, the best.
He was probably like, okay. He probably like, you know what? At Delaware State, I've been seeing 8 in the box since I was probably in middle school. Let me go somewhere where I ain't gonna see 8 in the box, which also helps his longevity, provided that he's able to go pro. So now he's at Jackson State where you can't put 8 in the box on him.
Facts.
Because he really went to the best situation. No different than when Brady went to the Bucks. Best situation. So that always helps.
But let me say,
hold on.
But let me say this. Okay. Is it really the best situation for Wilkerson, right? Because think about it. He might be winning, but he's losing. And let me say that, right? Because it's like this. Do you want to be a big fish you want to be a big fish in a small pond or a big fish, or a small fish in a big pond, right? He could have gone to I wouldn't have gone to FAMU. They don't believe in running the ball like that. He probably could have gone to let's say he went to Alabama State. Well, if you go to Alabama State, let's just take Ja'Cory Merritt out the situation. Let's say he goes to Alabama State. Well, you're going to get 20 to 25 carries. So you're going to have the stats that look the part. Now, a lot of Jack State fans are going to be like, well, Dion can vouch for him and get him this and get him that and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? But imagine imagine him if, let's say, Dawson Odoms was still at Southern. Like if
now that's perfect for him.
You see what I'm saying? Like
I agree with you. But once again, I believe if he's at Southern with Dawson Odoms, even if he's at Southern right now, he's still seeing 8 in the box.
He wouldn't. You
think that quarterback is good enough to make an alignment?
No,
to make people honest?
No, but it's the scheme that Dooley runs. You couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the scheme. Like if I spread you, like if you go back and watch the UIW game, right? Well, the reason they could put 8 in the box because they only had two people out wide. That's it.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Dooley gonna have more than 2 people out wide. I get what you're saying.
He gonna go 2 by 2. He gonna go trips with her. You see what I'm saying? Like you load the box if you want to, but it don't even make sense because if you load the box, I mean the throws are that easy. Like Bashawn McCray
you have to make them. You can't mess it up.
You can't mess those throws up. The dude's wide open. You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of situation. So that's what I'm saying. Like based off the scheme, you couldn't even load the box if you wanted to. But I just think like overall, Wilkerson, he's winning because he's winning. And he's winning because he has eyes on him. So you're like, oh wow, this Wilkerson kid. But could he
and on top, and to be honest, he's put up enough numbers to where they know, almost like you take he's sitting up there, he's gonna get enough touches because they're gonna blow enough people out. And the Tennessee State really showed his value.
Absolutely.
And everything. It really showed his value, and the coordinator was committed to the run. Showed how valuable. Like I saw the run yesterday where he bounced off like three, four people.
Yeah, and scored. Listen, man, I look at it like this, and I'm not saying Sylveon is not getting what he wants or he's not getting the spotlight or shine. I don't know the kid personally, but what I do not like is that when he made a mistake that he didn't really get back in the game and able to, rectify it or,
his fumble, whatever. Yeah,
he fumbled and from what I was told, it wasn't even a true fumble. So I don't know, man. I hope he's getting everything he wants. I think the only thing about it is sometimes if you wanna be the man on the team, you got to go to a lesser team, like Howard. Howard probably could have went a lot of play. Well, he's from Mississippi, so he probably wanted to go back home, but but he could have.
He probably wanted a chance to where he could get the ball 30 times off.
Man,
so
listen,
ALCORN is perfect.
Listen, and when G told me this, and G was like, because it was a kid during the spring game, I was like, dang, G, I like that number 27. What happened to him? He said, honestly, Scotty, that kid wouldn't even have played. And I said, nah, no way. Like he said he couldn't even get on the field, Scotty. I said, really? And now looking at Howard, I'm like, hell no.
You know why?
He ain't getting on the field with that Bama. That dude good. Nico Duffy can't even get on the field. You know what I'm saying? Nico good.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But hey, Dre, let me take this other caller, and I'm about to get up out of here.
Appreciate it.
All right, well. Hey, Mr. Harris, you my last caller. Hey, what's up, Mr. Harris?
Hey, Scotty.
What's good?
Hey, Scotty. Good evening. Hey, man, thank you for giving credit to Texas Southern. Those boys went out there against UTSA, and they were undersized. I mean, those UTSA boys were huge. But I got to give props up to the offense and the defense. And Ja'Cory Howard and Ladarius Owens is a 1-2 punch. And Ladarius Owens would have more yards if he wasn't sharing carries with Howard.
Listen, that boy Howard, he ran that boy over. I thought that kid died. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I thought that kid died the way he ran that boy over. I said, Jesus Christ, that boy. Oh, listen, that boy put him in the what they call it, the gulag or something like that, the gulag or whatever. Oh my God, that boy almost killed that kid. But go ahead, my bad.
That boy like a dead turtle.
Man,
he was on his back.
Jesus, I felt for that kid. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like that would have been a business. Like from here on out, I'm making business decisions. Do you hear me? I'm making business decisions. Man. Sheesh.
Now, Scott, I called in because with what we've seen over the last couple of weeks versus the first 2 weeks, Texas Southern looking dangerous. They're looking real dangerous, and I'm seeing a lot of things that I didn't see the first 2 weeks from a positive standpoint, defensively and offensively. Do you think they can go on a run?
Yes and no, right? I think there's still some. Listen, the one thing I loved about the defense, the way he was blitzing, he kept bringing Tariq Cooper on the loop, like he would slant the line, bring Tariq on the loop. I mean, and the hole would just open up so wide. I'm like, oh, this is so beautiful. Like I loved how they were blitzing. It was amazing. I think there's you guys need a veteran wide receiver. The young guys they're not ready for some of the moments because Andrew was putting the ball on the money, and you can't drop passes like that in those moments. Like you just, I mean, like you're talking about, and Andrew needs, and even Andrew needs. He needs more reps. He needs, and that's my issue when he was playing against playing against Southern and PV. Like, why did you run the ball 40 times when you trusted Andrew as a freshman to lead you up and down the field? Like he went toe to toe with the Keel Glass. He went toe to toe against UAPB last year. Like you should already have the confidence to let him sling this thing. You know what I'm saying? And we're not even talking about what the refs at the UTSA. They was robbing y'all left and right. It was ridiculous. I mean, but
true.
I still think there's some growing pains there, and I still think there's some growing pains with the offensive coordinator, Marsh. Like that was probably the best called game I've ever seen from him. But I need to see that consistently, and it shouldn't happen against. I mean, if you call a game against like that with UTSA, you got to call a better game against this black competition as well. So I need to see that going forward, but I still think there's some growing pains. And I think Andrew needs a 6'4", 6'5" guy that he can just throw the ball up to and go get something. He needs either a big tight end or a big wide receiver, they got to go find somebody in the state of Texas that can go do that for him.
Well, let me tell you, we actually have Jaron is injured right now. He should be coming back the next couple of weeks, and we are going to get bigger at the wide receiver position.
Okay.
That's number 7. Secondly, the first game of the season, Cooper only played the second half, and PV did their damage against us in the first half. So I'm telling you, from a, I'm a football guy and a dad, and I'm telling you what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a lot of gelling. And like you said, Cooper's a dog. Demonteri, he's coming. And I mean, the thing about it is nice. These guys are young, but they're starting to figure it out, and it's scary.
Yeah.
This is scary.
It is. That team, the way they're gelling together, that's a team you don't buy. And this is the issue I have with McKinley. Like, that team should be clicking by junior year. There should not. The offensive coordinator shouldn't even have to talk to Andrew. They should already know what they want to do by his junior year. It shouldn't even be a question of what this offense should look like. And Andrew should have full control, full autonomy over the offense by that time. And you got Ladarius, you got Zay, you got your son, you got a lot of young cats that are just coming up, and it should be a prime season junior year for them. If they can make it happen, let me tell you this, and if Damon Wilson was coaching this team, it would be a completely different team. But that's why I blame a lot on the coaching. But go ahead.
Scotty, the team is primarily sophomores.
I know.
I mean that's the scary part about it. Like, this is where you want to see year 2 with guys coming into college football. This team is primarily full of just 19-year-olds, 19 to 20-year-olds. That's the part I'm saying is scary, because, man, look at it. They're getting better every week. From week 1 to week 4, like you said, you're seeing progression, and that's as a coach, that's what you ask your kids to do. Progress, get 1% better every day, and I'm seeing it.
Yeah, that's all you can really ask for. It really is, but
yeah.
But
Thanks
man.
so much, man.
No, appreciate the call, Mr. Harris. Thank you so much. All right, guys, appreciate the calls and everything like that.
Goodbye.
Shutting the call lines down. Listen, before I get out of here, I want to bring up something. Yes, listen. I don't know if anybody has seen this. One of the players from ALCORN, Tyler Smith, and his mom and his sister passed away leaving the game on UAPB at ALCORN from the reservation last night. Listen, I'm trying to get any information to if they have a GoFundMe, if they have a donation, if they have anything. I know a lot of you guys are on the SWAC Sports Central page. I know you guys are like a lot on the Rough on the SWAC. But listen, if anybody can find anything for me, I'm gonna put it on my channel. I'm gonna promote it to the fullest extent. Man, my heart dropped when I heard this news. Like, for real. I think as a people, I know we make a lot of jokes and I know we have fun with this stuff, but to me, this is when the HBCU community really needs to wrap their arms around their own. Schools don't matter. Bands don't matter. It's about supporting your own and protecting your own. And if anything we can do, if it's helping him with funeral arrangements, if it's anybody that contacts, like using people that know funeral arrangements, using people that are limousine drive, like just anything that you can do to take the burden off of this family, figure out a way to make it happen and have a responsibility to do your part. If it's donating 5, 10, 20, 50, listen, I know a lot of you guys spend $5 or $6 at Starbucks every day. That's over $120. Just don't get Starbucks for the month and just donate to this guy's family. You know what I'm saying? So please listen. I get the prayers. Let's pray for him, but let's let the pockets do the talking as well. And you know, when I get the donation or when I get the link, I'm gonna donate. You know, I'm from Offscript, and I'm gonna promote the hell out of it. And I want you guys to donate as well, and make sure that you whatever you can. I'm not asking you to give, I'm not asking you to hurt yourself. I'm just asking you to give cheerfully and willfully with your heart to support this young man. They always say HBCUs are a family. It's time to show that family aspect and really step up for this kid. Whatever connections you have, whatever people you might know, and that can help this kid out, man, please do so, man. And let's really put our arms around this kid. To lose your mom and to lose your 16-year-old sister after you played a hell of a game and you won that game, I bet there's no deeper sorrow than what he's going through right now. I mean, I couldn't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? Because he could honestly probably feel guilty that, man, you know, I asked my mom to come down here and this what happened. You know what I'm saying? And we just don't want him to feel that way. You know, we never know why God does what he does. But this could be a rallying cry for HBCU community and for HBCUs to really come together. So if you're part of an alumni association, if you're the president of an alumni association, if you're president of a chapter that's not associated with ALCORN, it does not matter. Do the right thing and reach out to your alumni. Reach out. If y'all want to listen, we fundraise for courts, basketball, band instruments, all that stuff. No, fundraise for this. Fundraise for this. Reach out to alums, reach out to the people that you know, and fundraise for this. This is this kid's life we're talking about. He lost his mom and his sister. Fundraise for that. All right, let's put some joint efforts together and make that happen. Hey, Mr. Kincaid, you got my number. Please text me tomorrow with whatever information you got. I'm definitely going to push it till I can't push it no more. All right. So listen, guys. Make sure you say a prayer for Tyler Smith. Make sure you do whatever you can, man. Absolutely, Creole, much bigger than sports, man. For real. I mean, yeah. Listen. I have no problem. I'll try to set something up for him, you know, so we can make a gift thing to him or whatever. If anybody has any ideas of how I can fundraise on this platform, because I don't want to hold the money. Miss Sykes, if I know Miss Sykes, she's an accountant or whatever. If Miss Sykes wants to do it for me, or anybody who is a financial person, if they want to hold the money for me, I have no issues with that. I don't want to be. I don't want to touch because I don't want nobody to say Scotty took this. Scotty, no. I want somebody else. I want third party. And we just send it right on over. So, and if anybody has any ideas, right, please text that number at the top of your screen right there to let me know. All right, man, guys, listen, I appreciate you guys for tuning in as always, and prayers for Tyler Smith. The prayer call will come back next Sunday. All right, next Sunday will be the prayer call. So make sure you get your prayers in. Don't let your pride block your blessings. You understand? Don't let your pride block your blessings. So listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.